What's good, YouTube family? This your God Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop. Man, so you got Susan Rice now trying to cape and defend Gayle King's situation. I just wanted to do a video to explain to y'all who is Susan Rice. Susan Rice is the ambassador for the United States, representing them in the United Nations. Susan Rice is the same female who lied about Gaddafi in Liberia, harming his own people, doing X, Y, and Z to his own people, lying about all this tarnish going on in Liberia. Well, we already found out it was a lie, just like Donald Rumsfeld lied about WMDs in Iraq, which are weapons of mass destruction. So now you got this lady who's a fibber, who's also married to a white male. Not that I care or even pay attention to all that, but when you see the caping that she's doing, it's actually despicable. She literally told everybody that Snoop Dogg running his mouth. She didn't say it in those words, but almost to the exact, like, this nigga running his mouth? The fuck is Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg, you better chill before we expose you. That's the threat she basically did to Snoop Dogg. Now, I'm not here to protect Snoop Dogg. I think Snoop Dogg is a court jester. I think he's a buffoon, all that. I represent Snoop Dogg. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. But it is what it is. But I'm not here to talk about those things right now. I'm here to point the fact that you're going up against the entities of mammies that are well paid, highly educated, so they only think one way in terms of, if I be the best Yaza master, I can keep getting the trinkets and the benefits that they give you that are not really benefits. At the end of the day, man, it is what it is. When I see people have the fake outrage that they're doing, you act like you don't know none of this already was going on. The only outrage I respected is coming at their necks for Kobe Bryant. All that other, they're coons and all, we know that already. You can't keep playing the same narrative. And what's his name? Eric Dyson. Eric Dyson is up here. This dude Ben was a raccoon. He's been a raccoon for the longest. Like, I see people in this community and sector who give praise to Eric Dyson because he can articulate his words a certain way. He has this much PhDs. Some smell like Dr. Moist Twatkins, right? Anyways, this guy is like the face that every networks, even sport media networks, even movie networks, they take these so-called faces of the Eric Dysons and they place them in front of you as, this is your spokesperson, this is your representative. And I've never voted on any fucking Negro to be the HINC nigga. That's head nigga in charge of me. No. There's none but the Most High. Stop finding these trinkets and telling people that these are representation. Y'all probably like, what am I talking about, Eric Dyson? Well, he got mad and said people should leave Gayle King alone. He's like, look at all the good work Oprah did for black people and Gayle King. Wait a minute, how are those African schools going and holding up in Africa? Those tax write-offs, oops. How is that going? Meanwhile, you got inner city hoods over here, yet she hasn't really, I don't know about now, but during the time, never even tried to walk down on the south side of Chicago, where Oprah was from during those times. Never even did nothing like that, opening schools over there. But we're going to preach this narrative. They do so much for the community. Oh, they do so much for the community, all right? It's just not what you're thinking, Mr. Eric Dyson. I mean, I've read your book. You can't hit me with the, oh, this is the typical Negroes, they're uneducated, these hood niggas coming at Eric Dyson. No, I actually find him well profound. Some of his lectures that he had over the years, dating back to when I was 13 years old. Now I'm 35. I've been well informed of who Eric Dyson is. That's why I'm allowed to have my own form of opinion, and also that's why I'm not afraid to share my views on the camera, because I know a lot of you in droves are gonna agree and concur to what I'm saying. Eric Dyson, this dude he didn't even really talk about the Kobe situation like this. Oh, I gave Kobe a hug. And that's when I knew he was about to do some raccoon type behavior. Anytime one of these type of cats start off with, you know, I was good with Kobe, you know, they all got this personal Kobe story. What was this love? Eric Dyson, you forgot the roundabouts you did speaking during that Denver incident. Don't let me start getting my edit game strong. I probably should, but it's like, I want Kobe to be laid to rest. This is why I didn't make 100 Kobe videos like all these YouTubers are doing. I just kept my promise. I tell y'all, I'll speak about anybody trying to tarnish that man's name, because at the end of the day, you're tarnishing the other 8 individuals, which includes 3 kids, one his daughter and her 2 friends. So you got to be some type of savage to wait for the opportunity when Kobe dies to now finally try to act like you're a crusader for rape accusations, allegations that already was solved and handled already. So Suzanne Rice pulling up doing gangster style attacks on Snoop Dogg only makes sense because Snoop is probably with the same organization that Suzanne Rice is with, and being that Snoop is a well-paid court jester, she probably has so much dirt on him, and that's what she's trying to tell Snoop. Simmer down a little bit, Mr. Cali, Mr. West Coast, Mr. Reefer, all that, you know, which I don't give a fuck. I'm a smoker, but you guys understand the game. The game is the game. Snoop got his hand dirty. Now, the reason why Snoop Dogg's son stopped playing football, that's another video. All this shit goes deeper than what y'all think the deepness of it is. So if Suzanne Rice protecting her friends, her mammy friends, Oprah and Gayle King and all that, why are you guys outraged? It all makes sense. Suzanne Rice never been down for the cause, and she's never been in your culture and your background. I'm just keeping it a stack. Not that I have a problem. I believe everybody should elevate and become that rose that grew from the concrete, quoting the words of the great Tupac. So all I can tell you is the outrage of Suzanne Rice is not really beneficial for us, because we're just showing that we're so fickle as a people. We can throw all dots and jars towards our way and we'll devour it and fall into the fake outrage. The way you can help this Kobe situation, shut these people down by making sure you never speak good of them, but at the same time, you never give them enough light so they can elevate. Because believe it or not, you just made Gayle King more prolific. You just made Oprah more prolific. Like, she needs that help. And you just made Suzanne Rice, although she accomplished a whole lot, you guys just made her more prolific, because a lot of you people don't even know who the hell is Suzanne Rice until the Kobe situations. Just be honest. So we gotta stop doing that, man. Like, if you're gonna be a raccoon, be a raccoon. I'm not in the terms of calling people raccoons and all that. Y'all know me. I'm a Trump supporter. Just calling it like a stats, but I like calling a spade a spade. We seem to have our outrage assigned for different situations, but when it comes to the things that actually could be, you know, favored in our way to make powerful changes, such as your local elections, community togetherness, not these fake Black Lives Matter activism. I'm talking about real shit in the streets. We don't do it, and then we get sidetracked for all this type of shit. So Michael Eric Dyson, Suzanne Rice, Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey, I'm not gonna cancel you guys out, because honestly, I applaud you guys, because you guys are needed so my kids can wake up and understand what not to be like and what not to follow. Just have to just speak of those words through the hollow heart into that lens. And at the end of the day, Gayle King tried to use the contrite excuses of it's CBS, this and that. CBS threw you to the wolves and didn't give a damn, because in this game of chess, you are the pawn. I'm your God Bless One. Like, share, and subscribe.